Now, your Storm Track weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Miller.
We've got a big cold front coming into the area over the weekend. Still some nice weather out ahead of it. Some big changes, though, for the second half of the weekend as a cold north wind blows back into the area. Not bad, though, for tonight. Passing clouds will clear on out. We'll see temperatures down only into the 40s for your low tonight. And then mild again tomorrow, upper 60s, maybe a few spots hitting 70. Nice way to wrap up the week. Even most of the day. Saturday looks pretty good. Saturday evening the front hits. We'll really feel it on Sunday as that sharply colder air makes an arrival. It sticks around for a couple of days, but then we already start to rebound. So it's not a long duration blast of cold air, but it will be a noticeable one. Right now, clouds hanging over at Holton. You can see it thinning out a little bit up overhead at Emporia. Those clouds will move on through periodically. Manhattan, partial cloud cover. And in Topeka right now, a fair amount of clouds hanging around. The temperature has cooled off a little bit, now down to 67, with a dew point still running on the higher end. We have a southerly wind and dew points in the mid-50s. We technically have another front coming through tonight. That front will shift our winds to the west and northwest, and we're not expecting much cooling, but we will dry out a little bit. And so it should be a little less humid. Not that it's muggy out there, but a little less humid, a little drier air comes in for tomorrow. 33 this morning, high temperature was 69 degrees, and that is well above the average high of 60. So a little below average in the morning, above average in the afternoon. Weekend trends very much below average. It is going to be a cold blast of air about halfway through the weekend. 64 at Marysville, right now it's 66 at Riley, 68 at Burlington, Lawrence and Ottawa 68, also 63 at the Hiawatha area with a southerly wind all at locations except Concordia. And that wind shifting to the west is a trend. We'll see that take place throughout the evening and overnight. We get into about a 5-mile-per-hour west breeze. During the day tomorrow, 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the west and northwest. Not a substantially colder wind by any stretch. It's just slightly drier, maybe shaving off a degree or two here and there, but no major temperature shift on that one. Clouds will push on through. These clouds will continue to move on out. This system right here is what's going to drape that very weak cold front this evening and tonight, pushed on through. That does not tap into much cold air. This one moving in toward Vancouver, Seattle, and Portland moves up toward Edmonton, drops southward, and that will tap into some colder air, and it'll move in over the weekend. So initially, we're clearing out tonight. We should stay mostly sunny through the daytime tomorrow. This is midday on into the afternoon. We cloud up on Saturday. Off and on, maybe a few sprinkles here and there. You actually notice the snow over Iowa getting rather close to us, but not expected to be in our area. And then we clear back out for Sunday. So what's the big story? The cold wind coming in for us. And so not a problem so much on Saturday during the day, 50s and 60s during the day. But watch the evening, the overnight especially. We drop down to the 30s, and then by Sunday morning, wind chills into the teens. Tonight, not bad then, 44 with a clear sky, developing as the night goes on. Sunshine and a high of 70 degrees tomorrow. As we look ahead through the remainder of the week, we're looking at not only 70, but then 62 on Saturday. High temperature on Sunday is 39 degrees with a breeze blowing through, and a hard freeze Sunday night down to 21 degrees. But notice how quickly it's back into the 60s by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah, tonight's definitely not bad compared to the 20s for sure, right?
We do have that hard freeze, though, coming in for Sunday night into Monday morning.
Oh, my goodness. Matt, thanks so much. A major study finds the